is this week, this the end of this week or the next week, and then the whole team will be ready to go.
Summer B, right?
Yeah. Summer B class, session, and we go from there, man. Players working out, getting ready for fall camp. Um, Not hearing any major setbacks as of now, but we'll see. We'll see. Once practice start and we get out there to see who's actually going to be available, stuff like that. But yeah, we definitely on commit watch. Today and tomorrow we definitely on commit watch. Yeah, we should have a good week this weekend. You know what I'm saying? This weekend, before the weekend come, we definitely gonna have a good week. Roll, Corey, what's happening?
Chilling, brother. How you doing?
X, what's good, homie?
What's good? What's good with you?
Oh man, it's grinding. You heard me. What's up with this player today, man? I don't know too much about him.
Oh well, yeah. The one of the guys who's on commit watch today, Max Buchanan, offensive lineman. He's at a rival camp right now. He's going to commit around 7:45. He's going to pick between Miami, Clemson, Florida State, Penn State, UCF. Got a variety of offers. Those are the top schools, and then he'll make his decision today. Um, I like the kid. I didn't think the commitment would come this fast, but we here, so let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Some of the fans, man, we keep getting 3 stars and blah blah. Look, Mario and them did this last year. You know what I'm saying? And then we ended up with a top 5 class. So I don't know why you guys get all dramatic about commits in June and July when Mario gonna put his foot down in December and make it do what it do.
X, what's up with uh what's the cat? Stubbs, and then that receiver that decommitted from Ole Miss from Utah.
Okay, so the receiver that decommitted from Utah, Miami did offer him recently. I'm gonna see how things work. He might do take a visit in July, sometime in July. Stubbs, I mean, from what I was told, I like you women. Then I was told something else about Florida too. So it's like we'll see about that one. As of now, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kind of just say it's 50-50 with him and Miami and Florida. And we'll see how it goes. I think that one, even though he does commit, if he does commit to either school, I think that'll be something you have to monitor throughout the whole season. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Just certain kids are going to be like that. You have to monitor through the whole season regardless. So,
how you feeling with French? You feeling more comfortable with him sliding over to Miami? Are you still feeling?
I mean, I've been feeling real good about Frenchie. French. I don't know why I call him Frenchie. French. Obviously, it's a lot of chatter going around about him in Texas, but yeah. I still feel good about it. In the end of the day, I do think he wants to stay in the state of Florida. And you go from there, and the one school that's in his top list is Miami. So we'll see how it goes.
We out there for Brown.
Man, I don't want to bother the Brown situation, man. I keep telling people that was going to be a Gator thing because his whole family are Gators. It's just kind of hard to get somebody to not commit to the school that your whole family, cheers for, your whole family went to, stuff like that. It'd be different if they didn't go to the school, but yeah, those guys went to that school, so yeah, he's headed to the Gators. Another local receiver, Josh Moore, he ended up committing to the University of Florida today. Miami didn't push hard for that situation. They was evaluating him. They did like him. I would have took him. in the class. But yeah, Miami didn't push hard for that situation. So it is what it is. You know, he goes to rival school. You know what I'm saying? Wish him the best of luck, best success. Besides next year, you know, next year you just have to suffer through this L. Yeah, man, you guys could, we'll talk recruiting now before we get into the new rules as far as with the coaches and then recruiting rules that's into play that they voted. You know, if you've been following me, I've been telling you guys for like the last 2 weeks, maybe 3. They was getting ready to change the rules about adding coaches, unlimited, and we here. So it's good for some and it's bad for some. That's just the name of the game right now.
Speaking of the game, you see they got Miami hand signals and they recorded some crowd noise at one of the home games for the 2025 NCAA college football.
Oh, word! So they got the fans throwing up to you?
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. I ain't even noticed that. Yeah, that's gonna be dope, man. Seeing them throw up to you. I guess they'll have it for every other school. I guess throwing up their signals or whatever. But ain't nothing like throwing up that you. That's unique. Which is why when teams do beat Miami, they want to throw up the down you because it's a unique thing. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody that has something like that out there. No college. So it's cool.
Came up. Dennis put the bat signal out. Meant watching a couple minutes.
Oh, Dennis need to get it together, man. 1 minute we good, the next minute I don't know. But yeah, we had a pretty good recruiting week last weekend. We landed some kids, and then this week, Chris Ewald, he commits tomorrow. Then today you have Max Buchanan. So you could possibly have 5 committed within a week or 2. Possibly 6, but the 6th one, I don't think he's going to commit to Miami. So.
What kind of questions y'all got for us, man? Come on up.
Oh yeah, before we get into that, they just released the all ACC team. Miami currently has 13 players on it, and I would just say I would only count 10 because 10 of them actually played for Miami last year. So I'll say we have 10 current players who was on the team last year to make all ACC. You have 6? Hold on, let me go look at that list again. So you got Ruben Bain, Andres Bogales, Francis Malgao, Francisco, Xavier Restrepo, Jalen Rivers. Those guys all made first team that played with Miami. And you have newcomer Damian Martinez and Cam Ward that made. Then second team, you have Simeon Barrow. And third team, you have Arnez Cooper, Jacoby George, Hakeem Mesidor, and Daryl Porter. And I think our punter got left out. He should have been in there. He should have been at least third team or something.
Who that?
The punter.
Okay.
I mean, that's just me because I felt like he did an excellent job, especially to be a freshman. Yeah, so third team, possibly I mean, I don't know who did make third team, second team, and first team as far as punting. But our punter did an excellent job for us last season.
Yo, what's up, fellas?
What's up, man?
Chilling. Man, somebody brought up a valid point the other day in the spaces, and who was kind of killing them for it. But at this point, do y'all think that Cam, will he be considered an elite quarterback or a good to great quarterback?
Okay, you say can he be considered elite or good to great?
Yeah, because he was saying
so
that Cam is just a good quarterback.
Okay, elite quarterback. You're saying is what, Cam Newton in college, or you saying?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so good to great is basically. I mean, he's good to great. Daniels. Like, you say who that again?
Or recently, Jaden Daniels. He had an elite season, right? Would that be considered an elite season?
Hell yeah, Jaden Daniels had an elite season. Damn, he had an elite season. I mean, I'm not expecting Cam to do anything that Jaden Daniels did, but he can do something similar, as far as throwing the ball. I don't think he's going to run the ball much because we don't need him to, but an elite season for him would be like over 4,000 yards, over 40 touchdowns, you know what I'm saying, in the air, maybe 6 to 8 touchdowns on the ground, 300, 400 yard rushing yards. That'll be an elite season for him. And then the team has to win, you know what I'm saying? So you have to have like 11, 12 wins for that to happen. So I say he'll be good to great for us. Yeah, we shouldn't rely on him to win all 12 games. We should have a running game. We should have a good defense.
Right. That was my next question. Like, and do we need him to be elite, or we just need him to be good?
Well, we need him to be good to great. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If he's elite, that means we kind of have to rely on him. You know what I'm saying? That means either the running game not working and the defense ain't good enough. Well, he has to come back on the field and score every time he gets the ball. So, if he's good to great, that means the offense, the running game is good, the defense is good, and the whole team is playing pretty good.
How many rushing touchdowns he had or he averages in the season? I mean, that's just something I just look up, but just curious.
Oh, I didn't even check his rushing stats. Me, I want a quarterback to throw the ball. I don't really care about him running. Running is obviously good when you can, but I like throwing the ball. So again, like I said, if he could get 6 to 8 rushing touchdowns, that's pretty good. I don't know the last time we had a quarterback that had that many touchdowns. Maybe Rozier.
I think dude, about 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago. Forget his name, the little short dude from Houston.
There you go, King, Derek King.
Yeah, King. Yeah.
Derek King, my bad. So listen, if he can have a better season than Derek King as far as throwing the ball, then he's good to great for us.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, offensive lineman Max Buchanan. I think they have a link to the Rivals. He's about to commit anytime now. Word is he will be a Miami Hurricane. But I'm gonna let the kid. they got all type of stuff about Dennis. I'm gonna let the kid have his moment though.
So what kind of temperature we running on Knicks?
Say that again.
Like how we feeling about Knicks, knowing that we got
you talking about the linebacker Gavin Nix? Talk about the linebacker Gavin Nix? Oh, I'm still loving it. Matter of fact, Nick's gonna be a Hurricane. I don't know exactly when his commitment date, but he's gonna be a Hurricane.
Yeah, I hope so. I think that kid is a real smart football player.
Yeah, he's gonna be a hurricane, man. The conversation I had with him, his dad, his mom, yeah, he's they hurricanes. They loved everything about they visit. And Coach D. Nicholas, he's done a good job. Shouts out to Coach. Shouts out to Benson. Shouts out to Edrin James. Those guys did a good job recruiting him. Also, Coach Joseph, the assistant analyst linebacker coach, he did an excellent job also. Yeah, so I guess I'm trying to find the link. I don't know where it's at, but yeah, he's getting ready to commit. It should be on Rivals.
Good afternoon, good evening, good evening, good evening.
Good evening, Luke. What's good?
How you feeling, my brother? How y'all doing?
I'm good. We good.
All right, I got a couple questions. You ready for me?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
ready.
Okay, so with the new rule change in the NCAA that is basically no more analysts and it's coaches, you have unlimited amount of coaches now. What coach on this staff you see getting their room? And I'm using it as an example. We know the defensive coordinator is the safeties coach, and he has a cornerback coach. Will a defensive coordinator just go coach's defense and somebody get the job of being a safeties coach? I'm just using that as an example, not saying that's the case. Who do y'all see would be getting their room?
I think Patter. I think Patter gonna get a shot.
So what would he have? He would have the tackles or the guard center. What
Yeah, I think Patter could probably most likely get the interior officer line, which the guys in the middle, the guard and the center, and let Coach Smearbaum just deal with the tackles.
Okay, y'all see that happening? Because that new rule is going to put a lot of guys in play where guys can either go or they can stay, or we gonna have to. If you do that, then you're gonna have to pay some guys some more money. I mean,
Well, yeah, I know Patter
what
for
y'all
one.
think about it? I'm asking a question. What y'all think about it?
Yeah, I know. This is something that Coach Mario was pushing for. He was one of the coaches that was vocal about adding more coaches on field. So Patter is a guy that they want to keep, that they're going to intend keeping. So yeah, I could see that happening with him. With the linebacker room, I could see them probably adding Coach Joseph, maybe to either the outside and letting Coach D. Nicholas deal with the inside. I could see them doing that with him. Defensive back wise, I'm not sure. I know Coach Girgy, he does allows his defensive back coach to coach both rooms, the safety and corner, but he's always back there, so it's kind of hard for me to see anybody else back there with him right now. But I'm cool with it. It's okay. It's 85 scholarship players. Just to say you only got 10 coaches is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think you should have 20 plus because this is a lot of kids, and that's not even counting the walk-on. So with the walk-on, just say it's 120 kids. You need coaches. You can't just have 15 coaches thinking they finna be worried about 100-something kids. No, you need coaches.
Yeah, I know it's kind of new. You think Mario will add on more experienced coaches than just GA and former high school coaches? Or you would think that those guys are experienced enough to be able to handle those roles as now coach?
Yeah, I don't think Mario's going to add any more inexperience. He's going to try to get some guys who experience, especially with the rule being added. It makes it a lot easier for his coaches because now he could say, well, I got coaches who could coach and I got coaches who could recruit. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's something like he'll do.
And folks that'll evaluate, kind of like what Lonzo used to do.
There you have it, folks. Max Buchanan, 4-star officer lineman, committed to the University of Miami. So shouts out to the staff for pulling that one off. They went into Orlando and took one of the offensive linemen. He definitely was thinking about Florida State and Clemson, but, you know, Miami pulled it off. So shouts out to them for that one. Yeah, so Luke, let us ask you, do you like that? Because does it help? You think, is it going to help as far as on-field success?
I think I'm like you. When you got 85 guys, it's hard to kind of develop when you just got analysts and now you don't have but 10, on the field coaches. When you have that many guys, I think it's probably better for development. But then I also think that now you can get some guys who have rooms in the G5 now being able to move up in the Power 5, Group of 5, with all that experience and now still having their room. Because a lot of guys that are on lower level, G5s and everywhere else, they don't want to leave to be an analyst their room. It's like, hey, man, I got a room at FAU, and you're asking me to come be an analyst / coach at Miami. I got my room. Now I think it'll be, it's a better situation now that a Group of 5 coach can say, hey, man, you're going to have a room. You're going to have the ends. You're going to have the TNT. You're going to have the inside linebackers. You'll have the safeties. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll, and you'll still have your room and you won't kind of relinquish that. So and then that way, it ain't one guy responsible for all the backers. Just using that as an example, and he has to recruit. And you need that other guy. So I think it's a great thing. And I think you're gonna probably see some of these staffs get a lot more experience in the room on the staff now.
And Luke, this is something you've advocated with, for many years for guys to get opportunities,
Yes.
right? So this is going to open the door for them to do just that. And really what makes a difference is on game day.
Yeah.
Because, the guys, they coach during practice, right? They out there doing their shit during practice. And kids know them and they work with them in that capacity. But on game day, they got to stand down, right? So from perspective, I think that's where the biggest impact is going to be, and guys will have an opportunity to show themselves.
Yeah, because now you got experience. You got experience. You got a coach who, say you got a coach at South Florida who had a room, and now he can come over here. I'm just using, not saying, just using an example. Because that's a lower level to Power 5. That guy can now come over here, have a room. We just got more experience in that department at whatever that position is. And just that knowledge of, what I'm saying, that another set of eyes, with that kind of experience, and then you develop it, and now you have, shit. If I got 16 offensive linemen, now I could bust this shit down, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people in them groups, and y'all know that better than I do, because you have practice every day. You see, how many guys we got in the receiver corps? Like 18?
It's about, on any given year, it's about 12 more, and then you only have normally 2 wide receiver coaches. You have the coach, and then you have the analyst, which is Cooney. They definitely need 2 more guys.
You know what I'm saying? So you might have a guy that got inside receivers and a guy that might have outside receivers. He still got 8 guys. But then it still ultimately ends up however they do it. You are the receiver coach. At the end of the day, somebody got to answer somebody. But then now you got a room, and that helps you. So
yeah, it's like a small staff within each position group, right? So KB will have his guys that he's working with, and they're marching, probably to his accord. But I'm excited, man. I think that's a good opportunity for college football. And like you said, for years, it opens up opportunities for some of these younger coaches to get their foot in the game and show that they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
One position, I think it helps. And I'm gonna just speak for you. I ain't gonna speak for anybody else. But one position I'm gonna say is going to help is the quarterback room, because now Coach Gilgy could probably say, okay, well, let me go bring in a very high experienced quarterback coach that can help me coach the quarterbacks, where I can focus on the entire offense and my quarterback.
Yep.
You talking about?
Say it again.
You talking about Dawson?
Dawson. My bad. Yeah, Dawson. So yeah, I think it's going to help with that. He could go get somebody who could coach quarterbacks now, because now you can bring in somebody who could develop them.
Where you don't have to guru. Exactly, and let them do all that shit with them. And now you're right. I think that's what's going to help for real.
And to that point, now they have on-field communication too, so he can talk to the quarterback from the sideline, via the helmet. So it'd be nice to see if they're gonna have folks up in the box and on the field doing just that.
Yeah, you gotta think about it, man. NFL only have 53-man roster, and shit, you talking about 85? And what we travel with, 75 or something like that?
Yeah.
That's a lot to deal with.
It's a lot to deal with. Like you just said, Luke. Like, just imagine you the offensive line room. It's about 15, 16 of them. Like you telling me you got 2 coaches to coach 16 big guys who they mad already. You know what I'm saying? You need some coaches. So I'm happy with the rule. I've been advocating for the rule since I heard about it. Mario loves it. It's a lot of coaches who do like it. Some coaches don't like it because it's going to take, like you said, Luke, it's going to take a coach from a smaller school, and he's going to go to the big school because they're going to pay him the same amount of money, and he can get his own room. What's up, Streeter?
What's going on, man? What's good?
Chilling, man. We just in here talk about Max Buchanan. We just got the new recruit, and then we talking about the new rules with the coaches being added. Just kicking it with the famous Uncle Luke.
Max,
Luke, why we ain't get no invite, man? I seen you was in Indianapolis wilding out. You don't never.
I went to Indianapolis. I was going to the swimming Olympics, and I got derailed because I had a party. Then I went to Chicago, went to the Cubs. Streeter don't invite me nowhere, so I had to go my own.
man.
Then I went to go see
My
Andrew
life
Reese
ain't
and
half
Caitlin Clark.
interesting in his life. Luke sent me some strippers 3 o'clock in the morning saying, "We love Footballville" from Detroit.
Yeah, I have to do that.
My life is not half as interesting as your life, bro.
I had to go.
I'll carry your records, dog. Just take me one weekend.
No, they don't. They don't do that no more, Streeter. It's a drunk drive now.
They don't do that no more.
You gonna carry the drunk drive?
I carry speakers,
Hey,
dog.
man.
They don't carry speakers no more. Damn.
No, I had a great day, man. That was a great one of the greatest weekends I had in a long time. But shit, go to Wrigley Field, man. If y'all baseball people, to go to the second oldest stadium in baseball is some different. That shit different.
Luke, I got something that'll top that.
What's that?
You celebrating the Panthers winning their first championship.
Oh, hell yeah. I had tickets to the game, to that. I couldn't go. I didn't want to get shot in the face. When they did that to me with the Knicks and the Heat, That game, I wasn't right for about a year. I couldn't go. Shit. But the
Where you
question
at?
is, who gonna win the next? I mean, Miami is up next. We got a shot.
Oh, yeah, we
Of
got a
course.
shot.
Puncher's chance. We got a damn good squad. We spend enough money.
Spend enough money.
Am I
I
wrong?
got a question.
You right
you
about
right.
that.
For y'all. I got a question for y'all. Cam Ward, right? I haven't did full research, but this would be Cam Ward. Will this be Cam Ward first time facing the SEC defense?
Yeah,
It would be his first. It'll be his first
it's
time.
first time playing against the SEC defense.
Do you think
Yeah.
the speed of the game? Do you think he would have to get acclimated to the speed of the game, or you think it's all bullshit?
No, I don't think he do, because even listening to the NFL scout who was at the spring game, who was saying Cam has an NFL arm. He has NFL timing when he releases the ball. So if an NFL scout's telling me that, I don't buy into that SEC bullshit.
You don't buy into the SEC bullshit?
Nah, not if an NFL guy's telling me that. Okay, yeah, this guy he could do it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he was saying, "Oh well, it looked like he just got to get up to the speed of the talent of the game," then yeah, I would have been concerned. But no, I'm not buying it.
Anybody else see any concern there? Like anybody else see that there could be a problem? Like we have to wait after halftime for him to catch up, because y'all always bash Pac-12 defense. Y'all, we love doing that.
I mean, it's football, Streeter. Football is football. The kids that play.
I think it's gonna be an adjustment, because when you look at quarterbacks that leave college football and go to the league, it's an adjustment. As far as just what X said, the speed of the talent. They're running. It's the game kind of fast. That's why you see a lot of college quarterbacks struggling, because the motherfuckers is running faster. So I think it'll be somewhat of adjustment, but when you got that kind of arm, all you do is speed that shit up and get it into more, because the window's kind of closed when you got more speed. That's why they want all DBs to run 4.3, and we see a lot of guys, and they want all receivers to run 4.4, because they're getting to where they got to go at in the first 10 yards. And then they want quarterbacks to be able to throw certain balls on the rope to where they got to go at, because they know the DB will jump the route in the league, versus in college. College, you're going to have, I don't know how many elite DBs, and you ain't going to have so many elite receivers. That's why everybody don't get drafted.
Right.
They go to the SFL or whatever they call it.
There's a lot of them out there now. Kappa, you say you ain't buying it. You saying football is football.
Football is football. I mean, of course, there's the speed of the game, right? But this is going to be game one. So a lot of the stuff that you would have later in the season where it's a fine oil machine ain't going to apply, right? They still going to be trying to figure it out on UF side. So I don't feel that they're going to be a defensive juggernaut to the point where, Cam struggle. This ain't buying
Right.
it. The kid played 4 years already. This is his fifth year. And I mean, he's thrown for 60-something. And he can run the goddamn ball if he need to. So if the play break down, he's still going to, look downfield, but he can take off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure Dawson's going to give him that authority to be the field general out there. I ain't worried about it.
Anybody else got any input on that? Is Damian Martinez on campus?
He should be here by the end of this week or the beginning of next week. Then everybody's is on deck and they just ready to play some football.
Well, you had to go to night school?
No, he had to finish his his school.
You loaded, dog. I saw somebody say 11-1. You saw that, X?
Man, I see people saying 11-1. I saying 12-0. It's ACC or bust. And I'm gonna jump on board. It got to be ACC in playoffs. It got to be ACC in playoffs. This is too much talent that Miami have. I don't think we had this much talent since. Even man, 2017 wasn't even this talented. You know what I'm saying? And we got more talent than that team. You know, I would think we have better coaching. I think that's what's going to get us over the hump. You know, if the coaches are up to the challenge. You know,
So today, the NCAA came out and took marijuana, cannabis, off their ban list.
I think for the postseason only.
Well, this just means it's coming, right? Yeah. But I'm here to tell y'all. I'm here to tell y'all. For people who think that, oh Lord, the kids gonna be out there high.
They're already out there.
These kids are chain. These kids are chain smokers, and I'm talking about across the country. You know what I'm saying? Like they are. I don't even know how it's still illegal, bro. That's more. That's more. The way that everybody isn't suspended is more miraculous to me than, you know what I'm saying, than them actually just changing the rule and it's not open. These kids are smoking though. And I'm talking about the pros, college.
Yeah. And still performing at an elite
yeah,
level.
high school kids smoking, man. What you talking about?
Ricky Williams tried to tell us, though. We ignored him. We thought he was crazy. He wouldn't take his helmet off. He tried to tell us, though.
It is what it is. Just perform.
Yeah, so even with that, with the new coaching rule, just you know, they coming out with like some more not crazy recruiting rules, but you know, they moving the recruiting day up in a month. I mean the signing day up in the month of December. They moving like the time frame up and stuff like that, especially with the transfer portal. So you know, you normally used to get a month. They're not giving a month anymore. I think it's only 14 days, something like that. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of crazy going forward.
I got a question for Luke Capo. Listen, the NCAA is being very lenient right now, dog. And Luke, I know you've dealt with suits for a long time and politics and how these things move. They're being very lenient, bro. And my question is why?
They lost their teeth.